Hi there, it's Pete. I'm going to do a tutorial on Tracy Chapman's Fast Car. I was just going to give you the chords to the song and the variations that you can play. And that little riff, I mean, that hammering on C major. That sort of thing. Not quite right, but so I'll give you the chords, which is starts with C, a G, E minor, and a D. And there's little variations you can do. On the C, you can make it into a C major 7 by lifting off your first finger, so that makes it into like a jazzy sort of sound. And on the D, you can also do the same by lifting your first finger off, make it into a D11 instead of a D. And that's optional, you can do either. So that's the actual chord, so it's sort of like, what I would do is just one downstroke per chord to start with. So it's a C and a G, E minor and D, a C and a G, E minor and a D. That's the chords to the song. It goes a little bit different on the chorus, but I'm sure that you'll get that. But this little riff, being a bass player most of the time, most of my life, I never really got to do these little riffs. But this is my little simple version of it. So what I'm doing is I'm hammering on a C major chord. So I'm hammering on the B string. So it's the second string, first fret. I'm sort of hammering on that. So it's open, hammer on, open. If that makes sense to you. So it's what I'm doing is now, you're only actually pinching two strings. But what I'm doing is I'm doing like a G shape, but on my third finger I'm lifting it up to the B string. So what you're actually doing, you're just pinching the B string and the top E string together. I don't know if you can hear that. I mean, you can hear the... So it's a... like that. So you're just pinching the top E string and the B string together. So just once. So it's a hammer on the C. So it's open, hammer on, open. So next stage, you fret in the third fret on string 1, and you pinch the top E and the bottom E, but you're actually fretting the bottom E on the third fret. So your top E string would be your bass note to that one. The next one, you slide down to the second fret on the bottom E string, but this time you use the fourth string for your bass note. So I'll just go back to the third fret a minute. So the third fret, you pluck the bass note on the top E and fret it on the third. So that's your bass note 6 string. Slide it down to the second string. Now you pluck or pinch the fourth string and the first string together. Let's just recap what we've got here. So it's hammering on the C major chord. Then I'm doing a bit of a cheat and sort of making a G shape chord with your third finger on the B string. Just makes it easier for me to do, actually. So I mean, you can just finger the third fret on the top E and the 3rd fret on the B string. It's exactly the same, but just makes it easier for me to just make it into like a G shape and lift your 3rd finger up onto the B. So we got a but the next stage is you fret the 1st string, your little E string on the bottom, on the 3rd fret, and you pluck that one and the top E open. Because the top E is like your little bass note for that. Right. Then you slide down to the 2nd fret on your bottom E string, but this time for the bass note you use the 4th string and the bottom one, pinch them together. Oops. Right, at that stage, then you get to the bottom E, you fret it on the 3rd fret and pinch the bass note on the top. Then you slide down to the 2nd fret E string in the bottom. Now you use your 4th string as the bass note. And after you've done that, you go back to the C again. And your G shape with your finger on the B string. Hope that's made it easy for you. The next little part of it, she only plays this in different little parts of the song. What she does, I think she actually does it up here, but on this little version, what you're doing is you are using the top as a bass note again, and you're doing like a little, so that's 3, 5, 3, and you play your bass note once, so it's 3, 3, 5, 3, then it goes to bass note on the 4th fret this time, on the 4th string this time, so it's a 2, 3, 2. So the first one, bass note on the top E string, you start on your 3rd fret, so it's 3, 5, 3. Then you go to your bass note on the 4th string, 2, 3, 2, and you go back onto your right. So that's the actual little pieces that she does on the what I sometimes do to make it easier for myself. I pluck the bass note 3 times, but I think you're only supposed to do it once on this yeah, but I sort of like pluck it like harder on the first note. Yeah, so it's 3, 5, 3, 2, 3, 2. Back on the C major again. Right, so that's that little riff. I hope I haven't messed it up too much. I sort of like learned it ages ago, but you sort of forget these things and so like look it up again and right. So hope you got that okay. You know, like I said, these chords, C, G, E minor, D. Right, so that's Tracy Chapman's Fast Car. I hope you got that little riff. Sort of like my little version of it, really. Sort of like, I don't think on all the tabs I've seen that they don't actually do that G shape with the finger on the B string. But it definitely makes it easier for me, because you're actually using the G chord in the song anyway. So just lift up your third finger up to the B string. Right, thanks for looking, and hope that's helped you a little bit. Right, cheers, bye.